What's up, everybody? It's me, Greg Miller from the IGN PlayStation team. I am honored to be with the $1 Million Man, Ted Dibiase. Ted, how are you?
I'm good. Good to be here with you, man.
Thank you so much for coming. Give me a
bet.
handshake there, buddy.
You got it.
Big old hands. We're showing some Legends of WrestleMania right here. Ted, tell me, who do you want to fight right now in Legends of WrestleMania?
Well, I'll tell you, one of my favorite WrestleManias, an enjoyable match because it was just a good match, and it was a pleasure having the match, was WrestleMania 6.
Jake the Snake,
Jake
right?
the Snake.
All right. We can make that one work. How much of the game have you gotten to see, actually?
I've gotten to see a lot here in the last couple of days, but I haven't seen a whole lot. I tell you what, one of the really super features I think about the new game is that if you have the SmackDown versus Raw 09, that you can interact those characters with all the legends.
Yeah, totally. You can import the entire roster. It doesn't even matter. That is great.
That is really cool. The only disappointment about that is my son is not on 09.
He's downloadable content, so he can't come over.
He can't come over and wrestle his dad.
Yeah.
Hey, but you never know. People keep asking me, are you ever going to get back in the ring? And I go, well, there might be one match left.
One match?
You never know.
Yeah. Well, here's this one, obviously, a classic of all time. What is it like to see stuff like this now? I mean, video games have come so far, but obviously wrestling in general. I mean, when you were in this match, did you ever expect something like this in the future?
No. It's a thrill, and I'll be honest with you, the video games and in a very big way kept me and kept my character alive because. I'm a speaker, and I still go and make appearances occasionally at wrestling events and different events, and even as a speaker, I go places, and I have little kids. I'm talking about 8 and 10-year-old kids that come up to me and want my autograph, and they know who I am.
Yeah.
And it's from playing these games. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
This is now, obviously, as the generations of video game consoles get better, this has to be one of the most spot-on impersonations of you, right? I'm sure if we took off the jacket and shirt right now, this is how you'd look, right? You'd be ready to roll.
Well, not as a matter of fact. My wife said to me when she saw this, she goes, honey, whose body did they put your head on? I said, thanks, honey, I love you too.
Yeah.
But no, it's great. The graphics are unbelievable.
You still have the $1 Million belt? That's the big question everybody wants to know.
Well, I have a replica of the belt. The real belt, obviously, is the property of the WWE because they actually had it made, and the real value of the belt is somewhere between 40 and 50 grand. And so
that's a good deal for all those diamonds.
Yeah, and they're not going to
just let it go.
Give it away.
A parting gift, no retirement gift, nothing.
Hey, here's the thing, though. That belt still might have some life left in it.
Yeah, it seems once in a while.
Yeah, there's some kid out there that says he's priceless, and hey, you never know.
Yeah, perfect. Here comes Jake the Snake. Obviously, another guy cut his entire career. Looked like this, right? Of course, the whole thing about WWE Legends WrestleMania, we make fun of it. That these are supposed to be action figures, right? Like how we remember these guys.
Right. Jake never looked that good in his life.
Looking back, I mean, what do you remember about this match? What stands out to you? Oh, there you are, perfect.
Well, it's just that it was a smooth match. We told a really good story in this match, and. Jake was a pleasure to work with. Of course, a lot of the wrestling fans, they know Jake's history, and they know that he's, if they've seen the new movie, The Wrestler, then they know that that could be Jake's story.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And which is kind of sad, but Jake was a real artist, and he was very creative in, as far as wrestling goes and as far as understanding our business and the psychology of it, he was very good. So it made it easy to do. And we always worked well together. Hey, wow, man. That was a pretty good move there.
I know. Hey, I'm a professional.
That was great. But, and I think we had Mary Tyler Moore was at ringside during WrestleMania 6. Robert Goulet, I believe, sang, because we were in Canada, sang the Canadian national anthem. And I remember, I think I ran out and, I don't know, had Virgil give Mary Tyler Moore $100 or something at one point. It was, we just had fun. But again, it was a WrestleMania. This was the second largest crowd that I ever wrestled in front of. 67,000 at the Sky Dome in Toronto. And the reason I enjoyed it so much is that it was a good match. The crowd was in it from the very, very beginning, and that's what we do it. That's why we do it, you know. And of course, you know, the finish of this match when we did it was me, you know, stealing the victory from Jake, and of course we went on to do other things from there. But you know, it was well executed.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So
you miss it?
You know what? The only time I really miss it is like today when I watch the young guys wrestle, or when I watch my son, and you know, and I see potential, and I go, wow, man, I wish I could get in there with them and spend some time with them, you know, to help them along. That's when you miss it. Well, I'll tell you when I missed it. When I watched Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah, Rick's final match.
Yeah. And in my opinion, that match, they stole the show, and they gave him a good old school classic wrestling match, and the people who read it, you know, that moments like that make me miss it.
Yeah, the big
But
stuff.
my body every day goes, stay out of that ring.
So there's not a chance of you coming back. We'll never see him.
Never, ever, ever say never, because hey, everybody's got a price.
What about the costumes here? Is this pretty much spot on for
Oh,
you?
it's spot on. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, that's what you know. That's what I will. You know, there were a couple of times where I changed up and I wore. You know, there was one or two times I wore white. You know, and I didn't like. You know, bad guys don't look good in white.
Yeah.
You know, so that was pretty much classic. And
I'm building up to your finishing move here,
wow,
Ted.
man. Now, you know what? Wow. There we go.
How'd you come up with the $1 Million Dream there?
The $1 Million Dream is, well,
look at that, still a champion.
There you go. Oh, unbelievable. Look at that guy. Perfect.
It's like looking in the mirror, right? This is what you do every morning when you get
yeah,
up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the other thing. You look at that and you go, oh, well, those were the days.
Yeah.
You know, what happened to that body?
Well, I think that's the whole point, right, of WWE Legends WrestleMania. Looking back, remembering the good old days.
There you go.
Well, great.
That's great.
Ted, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, my pleasure, man.
It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Now, don't go stuffing money down anybody's throat anymore, okay? No promises?
No guarantees.
All right.